and Man City, but you will always see that there are an era can come to an end, and I'm looking forward to battle with them, and I'm sure all the other in the Premier League, all the clubs will want to do that.
Erik Ten Haag, your time has come. Your time has come, bro. I'm not a Man United fan. This is just coming from an objective point of view. His time is done. His time is done. This guy, although yes, at Ajax he was a great coach, he was actually an unbelievable coach. I mean, taking Ajax to semifinals is huge. But ever since he has come to United, the first season, yeah, he did brilliant, to be honest. The squad he had, he tried to just get results out of that team, and he did great. But this season was a season where we all thought Man United would progress, and just has been none of that. And to be honest, Man United this season are very lucky that the Premier League is just not as strong. You got Aston Villa at third, who I'm not gonna give credit away from Aston Villa. They have played brilliant football, but this is not the same Premier League it was a few years ago. That Premier League has slightly changed, and in fact, Man United is only a few points off Man City. Doesn't really dictate what Man United has done so far this season, because these results are shocking. I mean, the way they're playing is shocking. Even if you look at all their wins, if you look at these recent wins, like 1-0 versus Fulham, like that in a game where to me Man United just didn't look convincing. They just did not look convincing, but they got their goal from Bruno in the last minute. You got another win. Like the Chelsea win has been the best win of the season, without a doubt. But some of these wins, like 1-0 versus Luton, and it took a Lindelof goal. It took a Lindelof goal, and these are wins. You can't complain about wins, but which is a huge competition. These are competitions where Man United has to succeed in. In a group where you had Bayern as your only threat. That's what Man United's fans most looked at it. Bayern is the only threat. But now you got Galatasaray and even Copenhagen, who are over Man United at this point. Even the EFL Cup, 3-0 versus Newcastle. They lost again against Newcastle in December, a few games ago. And now the recent loss, which I think they're gonna give Ten Hag these two next games. They're gonna give him the Bayern Munich game, because at that point, why would you sack him? Why would you sack him before a huge Champions League game where it's a must-win? They're not gonna sack him before that game. There's no doubt. It's not happening. Because they're one of those clubs who honestly don't have a lot of patience. They have some patience with Oli, but at the end of the day, Man United is a big club. They have zero patience, and you hear the talk about the locker not being happy. The locker room is not happy with what Ten Hag is doing with the club, and you look at some situations where it can tell a bit of a story on why these reports are coming out. You got a Sancho situation, which to me, a lot of people think it's being dealt well. I don't know if it is, to be honest. In my opinion, I don't know if it is. You're just waiting for Sancho to say sorry, like that's it, and he's just sitting on his couch playing FIFA, like that's it. I just don't understand this situation. You got the Ronaldo situation, which I feel like Ten Hag tried to force Ronaldo out of the club, and I just don't think that's right, to be honest. After what he did last year, you have to give each player time to prove themselves, and I feel like Ten Hag didn't even give time for Ronaldo to prove himself, and instead he got a workhorse. Again, it's crazy. Now, the latest situation is Varane, bro. Because Varane not starting is crazy to me. It is wild to me. You have a 5-time Champions League winner sitting on the bench for who? For Harry Maguire. Credit to Maguire. He just won Player of the Month, right? I'm not going to go into Maguire. How about Luke Shaw playing center back? Luke Shaw playing center back. Why? I know last season he did it very well in a few games, but against a team like Bournemouth, who have a very tall striker, and Solanke, who's very good in the air, you got a guy like how tall is Shaw? Luke Shaw, 5'8". These are some things I don't understand when it comes to Ten Hag. Even a guy like Kobe Mino, who has been so good. In the 2 games he has played, Kobe Mino has been the best player for Man United. And out of nowhere, he just gets dropped. And you got Martial starting instead of Højlund. Højlund hasn't scored a Premier League goal, but Martial isn't any better. It's so weird situation, because at this point, I don't think Ten Hag knows what style. He doesn't know what to do. He wants to play his style of football, but the players on the pitch right now are not catered to his style of football. It's just a weird situation at Man United at this point. You got Johnny Evans coming on for Luke Shaw instead of Varane. So what is going on with Varane? This huge money signing is just sitting on the bench with 5 Champions Leagues. So there's just a lot of things going on. You might say who is better to replace Ten Hag at this point. You're right. There's nobody better to replace him. But If the rumors are true that the locker room's unhappy, I think you have to do something about that. And if you look on the pitch, these results show that the locker room is not happy. I mean, Rashford, what is going on with him? Last season, unbelievable. He was one of the best players in the Prem. This season coming in, he has changed completely. He is not the same. I don't know if Ten Hag isn't able to motivate these players, because you see a lot of these players, they're very lazy. A lot of these Man U players are very lazy. Maybe you might say that's not Ten Hag's fault, but as a manager, you have to motivate. When I play games, I want my coach to motivate me. I don't want him to just sit in silence. It's an interesting situation. Let me know what you guys think. Are you Ten Hag in? Are you Ten Hag out? I'm Ten Hag out personally. I think he just can't do this job, man. He just can't do it. Maybe this club is too big. Maybe the pitch is too big for him. Maybe this stage is too big for Ten Hag. He did it last season, yes, but you expect progress from this team. But let me know what you guys think. Anyway, subscribe as you guys know, and peace out.